Hello my friends, thanks for joining me. Today is Tassel Tuesday. Before we get into Tassel Tuesday, I wanted to mention to you that I'm in a different setup. I have finally moved everything into my craft room, which is my family room, but this is the first time I have recorded in here, and so things are going to be a little bit different. And one thing I can notice right off the bat is that the glass top table that I'm working on, there's a reflection from my light that is above me, and it looks a little bit like a white rectangle on my table. I'm covering it now with the fabric, but you'll notice that here and there, and I will try to troubleshoot that and see if I can set up my lighting a little bit different so that we don't have that. Now the other thing I will mention real quick is I have my doors and windows open today because our temperatures are in the 70s, and you might be hearing some background noise like the motorcycle that just went by. But you might hear some kids laughing and, you know, playing and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to let you know kind of what was going on. I don't know if you guys will remember, but I received some wonderful fabrics from a friend of mine, and the fabric that I'm using today was part of the gift that I received from her. And I really love this fabric. I don't typically make tassels out of this sort of fabric, but I love the color, and I really felt inspired to make a tassel with kind of a wintertime feel. So that's what we're going to do today. And the first thing I'm doing is I am snipping the fabric about 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more, and then I will pull all of those to make the tassel strands. If you're tearing fabric, the one thing that you have to remember is you have to snip it down deep enough or it would be very difficult to tear. Just so you know, I ended up making 3 tassels today. All 3 of them are different, and I made 2 tassel kits, and all of that will be listed in my Etsy shop. So here are all of the strands. They've been torn. I need to go through and pull all the loose strands that kind of hang off of them. But let's go ahead and get ready to assemble a tassel. I'm going to use these Lobster clasps that I received from PandaHallselected. I used them on all 3 of the tassels that I made today, and also included them in the tassel kits. I will have the link to PandaHallselected in my description box, as well as the link to these Lobster clasps. Also, there will be a coupon code for you if you'd like to use it, and the coupon code is CreatingwithJovi, and it's all one word. There's no spaces in there. All right, we've got our fibers ready, and now I'm going to take them and I'm going to twist them in the center, and that's just to kind of bind them together so that I can push them through the lobster claw clasp, and then we'll tie that on. I'm just loving the way that this fabric is looking. So now we're going to go ahead and grab a strand, cut it to size, and then we're going to use that to tie around the very top of this, and that way it'll secure all the fibers in place. Friends, I have made a few tassels using this beautiful gray fabric. I absolutely love it. It's very sheer, but it has this texture in it, and the fabric reminded me of wintertime. So I wanted to make a wintertime tassel. So I have two so far that I'm going to show you. I might end up making a third with this. With this tassel, I also have created a kit, so I'll show you what comes in the kit if you wanted to purchase one. But obviously, starting off, we used our Lobster clasp here. I've zoomed in a little bit so hopefully you can see the bead dangles that I've created. So I made this one, and these are all with white and gray and clear beads. There's one there, and then I have one over to the side, and then I have another one over to the other side. I will get a picture of this hanging so that you can see what it looks like. I think it would be beautiful on a winter journal, but looking at it, if somebody likes the color gray, they could actually hang this on their purse. You know how people embellish their purses with these? So this could be great for a journal or a purse, but I love the way it turned out. Before we move forward, let me show you the bead dangles that I made for the kit. They're exactly like the ones that I put in the tassel. And then here are the fibers, and I have included the clasp on there. I will have this kit listed in my Etsy shop as well as the tassel. All right, now I want to show you the tassel that I made for my friend. On the front, we have this gray pearl, a glass bead, and this heart, and I think that looks so super pretty. And then I have a bead dangle on the side, and then I've got one in the back, and the one in the back has the yin and yang sign. Now this might be her front, but for me it was the back of the tassel, but she may like that one more and choose to hang that on the front, so whatever she wants to do. And then here's the fourth bead dangle. So this is what I made for my friend, and I know that she's going to be making some journals with some gray paper, so I wanted to make this for her because it looks great with the gray paper, and of course it also has this clasp on it that she can use to hang this on her journal. I love the way that pink and gray look together, so I'm going to make a tassel and a tassel kit using pink beads. All right, friends, let me share this last tassel with you. So again, we have it on the swivel lobster clasp, and I want to show you all the pretty little dangles I put in here. I love the way that pink and gray go together, so I wanted to make sure that I used some pink with this material. So I made two of these dangles with the pink and the gray pearls, and then a little tiny pearl on top, and then here's the other one. This one will actually hang more towards the back when this is hanging. And then we have this pretty one with a little bow, and then, oops, let me make sure that you can see my lighting. I'm in a different setup, you guys, so my lighting is a little different. Anyway, we have a bow and the gray pearl, and then a little heart, and then another gray pearl. And then over here, and this one will hang near the back, I believe. And then this is a pink bow and a pink charm, and then it's like a bubble gum wrapper charm, like a candy, I should say, charm. And then here we have a butterfly and a heart and a pearl. I hope I didn't show you that one already. I don't think I did. And then I have a couple of these that I just tied on here, and I will take some pictures of this for you hanging so that you can see how the charms hang. But also, let me scooch that over. These are all of the charms that I made and put on the tassel, but I made this extra set for a tassel kit. So here are the fibers and the lobster clasp, and then that will come in a little bag with these charms so that you can put your own tassel together if you would like to. I will have the kit listed on my Etsy shop, and I will also have this tassel listed on my Etsy shop. So hang tight. I will take some pictures of all of the tassels that I made for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.